Brett is in his little golf era, so I'm trying to be a little supportive wife era. But I wanted to say, like, one thing that they do not prepare you for when you are getting out of debt is that you become in this scarcity. I seriously feel like this golf cart is running out of battery. Like, it's going so slow.
There's a cap on how fast you can go on purpose, babe.
I don't know. I don't like it. I'm trying to find his ball also. But okay, so
Just park
Oh,
next
it's right
to the
there.
street. Yeah, we'll park next to this tree so they can hit.
right here.
Yeah, behind the street. There you go.
One thing they don't tell you about or talk about when you get out of debt is seriously being in a scarcity mindset. I'm trying so hard to not be super frugal and put every dollar into investment. And I feel like that's what we've been doing for the last couple of years. Like, every single time I get paid, every dollar I can possibly goes into our investment account, and I have to get better about letting Brad spend $60 a week, 1 week in a month playing golf. Like, it is, you just don't want to get trapped into that same cycle, but also you have to live life. And
Yeah, let me play golf, babe.
you have to, like, seriously, you can't give up on the things that bring you joy. I feel like so many people in our community feel the same way. They're like, someone just bought a house, they're like, oh my gosh, I was like, I'm so excited for you. You just bought your first home, this is awesome. And she's like, yeah, but I feel bad because I spent money on my down payment, and I am really trying to put everything into my retirement account and just growing my investments. I'm like, I totally get that. When does it become a thing where you get to live life, still grow your investments, and not have that guilt of not getting back into debt or like spending money? I feel like something that's really changed for me is like my breath work. I feel like there's so many breath work and affirmations I try to do every morning, and manifestation, and just like doing my daily movements, and just really practicing like it's okay to spend money. And it's so weird because I spent so much money when I got into debt, and then worked my ass off or Brad and I worked our ass off to get out of debt. And if you don't know, we were 6 figures in debt, and it was like so traumatizing. And I think that's another thing that makes me worried about getting back into debt and spending money, is because I never want to feel that again. But there has to be this balance between life, spending, because we don't work so hard to just save or pay debts off, or I don't know, like, you have to find some enjoyments in life. And I just feel like that is something that people don't talk about when you're out of debt and get out of debt. You either get out of debt and get back into debt and repeat that cycle, or you get out of debt and you have your systems in place of you have your fund money, your investments, and just life money. And I just do feel like we have a plan. Like, it's okay. Like, I know that I've allocated so much money for fund money, but I never really touch it because I'm so scared. And I see it tell every single one of my clients in my community, you have to spend money. Life is meant to be lived. And what's so funny too is, like, I spent $70,000 last year on continued education and business coaches and all those things. Like, I didn't mind spending money that way, but I can't treat myself to an outfit. Like, it's just like the weirdest mindset. Like, and I don't think it's healthy. And I know that I have money to spend on myself, and just, I don't know. I think it's a journey, and I think it's weird that no one talks about it, because a lot of people do see yourself getting out of debt and just have that scarcity mindset. I am so anxious when it comes to getting back into debt, and I know it's like you can get from one extreme to the other. Like, you have to spend money, and I tell our community all the time, like, you do not live, eat, breathe, work, and save or paying off debts. Like, you have to put in some fun, you have to celebrate yourself. Like, life is meant to be lived, right? Why do I have such a hard time spending money and all these things. It's so funny because I never worry about spending money when it comes to continuing our education or business coaches or anything like that. Like, I am so more than happy to spend money on those types of things. This actually came up because I was so anxious about Brad getting into golf. Why was I anxious about Brad getting into golf? Also, I'm at the golf course. This is the second time I've ever been at the golf course. The first time I got kicked off because me and my mom were being too loud. Different notes. So I'm trying to be quiet and respect my P's and Q's because I'm really trying to support Brad in this journey of his. But it's so funny because I caught myself being so anxious with him wanting to spend money on golf lessons, new clubs, all these sort of things. And I know like that this makes him happy, and I just caught myself being like, we can't spend the money, we need to put every dollar into an investment or into our savings and all these things. Like, why? We have allocated, like we have our systems in place. We're out of debt. We have our percentage that we keep for fun money. What I tell everyone, and I tell everyone, like, you have to literally have fun. And I still can't seem to get past like that initial gut reaction of not wanting to get back into debt, like that scarcity mindset. And I know that mindset is so crippling for your future because you have to spend money, you have to like be comfortable with money, and money comes back, money radiates. Like, I'm a firm believer of when you spend money, you get money back. And I noticed like my generation and the older generation have that scarcity mindset. They're not willing to spend money on things. Like, I notice a lot of younger people are willing to spend money on investments to grow their future and have a better relationship with money. They've seen their parents, they've seen the older generation go through the recession, all those things, and they don't want it. They see their parents still having to work way longer, so they're wanting to invest to make sure that they don't have to do that they don't get into debt and all those things. And they have a way better relationship and the less scarcity mindset because they're trying to get ahead of it. And I feel like my generation and the older generation, we had to learn the hard way, which is so interesting. I feel like the money scarcity, it's just like if you hold on to something so tight, you can't allow anything to get in either, which is so scary and terrifying at the same time, because that's not what I want. I want to spend money and I want to get money. I want to radiate money. Like, I want things to come right back to me. How are you playing, babe?
I played better, but I played worse.
Oh, that's good.
So I'll say good.
Oh, that's good. So I'm like really trying to be supportive and allow Brad to be able to spend money on golf because obviously he deserves it.
Don't do this when you're going to talk, so they don't hear you.
Oh, we can place an order for food. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. I'm getting the hot dogs.
They got them in there, bratwurst, hot links, hot dogs.
Oh my gosh, it's 9:30. Breakfast of champs. I'm here for it. But I think it's so important to recognize the scarcity mindset and realize, like, hey, that's not what I want. And I know that I have allocated fund money, and my partner should be able to use this fund money. I know that we're not going to get back into debt. That is literally the last thing I want. I already have. I put every single dollar into my investments accounts or continued education, all those things. And I've been doing that for the last couple of years. Like, we have grinded and set ourselves up to be able to do these things and enjoy life. And I could tell everyone that all day, but it's really interesting that I still feel those feelings. I really find that breath work works for me. The Awaken app, or I think it's Calm app. The Awaken app does have like breath work, especially around money. So I love that. If you are interested, I don't know them personally. That's something that's worked for me. And just recognizing it and being like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want that scarcity mindset. I want to be able to be confident and comfortable with money. And just feeling, if you catch yourself doing that, recognizing it, honoring it, and know that it's okay because you're human. But when you know that you have allocated funds for certain things, it's great. Go do that golf lesson, go do that softball, or that nice dinner. You deserve it. It's so true. Like, we worked so hard, so treat yourself and know that it's okay if you still are in that scarcity mindset, but work on it. Don't just sit at home and do nothing. Honor those feelings and know what you truly want. Look at your goals and your visions, what you really want for your life, because you're meant to live life and have fun.